Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfszeit channel. Today with a very special topic, always special. Why you should play MO2 Veteran when you're seeking for the PvP full loot sandbox experience. First, something from my side. I'm making guides and videos for this game since 5 years, and I've also played the whole time period of the first game and now also of the second game, but I'm also always looking sideways to many other games I see. Some are good PvP sandbox games, and we as a guild, we are interested in PvP sandbox games a little bit and stuff like that, but we never changed from MO2 Veteran because MO2 Veteran 2 is so good and it's so different. And since 2009, since we existed, we never thought of, oh, we were switching the game or something, because we just simply love the game. Advertisement. We are German Mortal Online Guild, and if you're interested, look in the description. So from my personal perspective, over all these years of 16 years in playing this game, I can tell you that the game is worth a look, but I can also tell you that it has some edges and it has some problems, and also some deep root problems, some in the reputation system or how the game works in some gameplay stuff. And I can assure you that the studio behind MO2 Veteran 2 Starvolt is trying their best to deliver us a great experience, and they have done that. And I have met so many incredible people, so many friendly people, also many strange and weird people, because I mean, it's the internet. Of course, it's strange, but we had awesome fights, we had awesome sieges, and I will never forget all these memories and all these people. Also, an awesome experience I had was I was selling someone a sword I made. I was a weapon crafter, and later when I was hunting down some brown bears, he attacked me and we had an awesome fight with that. And luckily I was able to survive because of the PvP experience together over the years and stuff. But don't get me wrong, you don't need years of experience to be good in PvP in Mortal. There are people like a few weeks and they are really talented in playing the game, and they are really good at that. There are also some like me that are mediocre or below mediocre just because I don't practice enough, because Mortal has so much other stuff to offer than just combat or PvP. There's a lot of room for crafting, alchemy, cooking, bow making, whatever you can think of, and mixing different materials matters. It has a very deep crafting system, and soon as Starwood has confirmed, the barber and tattoo provision will be added. But again, there are no exact dates. But it's awesome when you have time for a few hours and stuff with your friends for a dungeon run, or on a Friday evening, good mood everyone, and we're all going to the dungeon, or we are just going to a brawl with our neighbors and trying to steal their loot when they are coming back from their dungeon tour and stuff, and trying to get that. This is awesome. The problem currently is with the reputation system and content like that, because there's a never-ending ongoing debate in the community. What is enough murder penalty in a full loot PvP sandbox game? This is the question that I will make a follow-up video, I guess, about that. But all in all, Mortal does where all the other games lack off, I guess. And this is just the spirit of this open world. It's just the spirit of, okay, I'm going outside of a city. I'm not safe anymore. Maybe some guards are patrolling far away and stuff, but I'm not safe anymore. And this is where the PvP full loot kicks in. And this is where just the strong survives outside in Mortal. Same like when you're leaving a Rust outpost for the Rust players out there. And then you head out to an adventure with your friends, and then you're going out there and like, okay, what materials do we need? What do we need? Oh yeah, we can just farm this or that. Okay, then let's go there. And on the way there, you meet someone you haven't met in weeks or months, and like, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up and stuff. And then you proceed on your travels, coming by a small village where a guild lives that is very hostile. And then we were like, okay, yeah, we wanted to farm materials, but yeah, they are here now. Okay, let's go. And not only looting makes a lot of fun, but also just fighting makes a lot of fun. Just the engagement makes fun, and then also the talk afterwards, because sometimes even the enemy guild is like, oh, this was a good fight, it was a very good fight, it was a long fight, a good fight, or made a lot of fun and stuff. Sometimes, of course, the emotion is cooking over. I mean, we all know the Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, but Mortal is not so bad in this regard. I mean, of course, the emotion can cook over, but in Mortal it's just a great experience, because it's a persistent world. It's just one server, it's just one world, and you with your reputation are in that world, and people knowing each other for years, for months. It has a deep history of players doing this, guilds doing that stupid stuff, or this guild is doing that stupid stuff, or that this was funny. I was seeing someone at a horse spawn and he was struggling to taming a horse and stuff. This was before the horse taming patch change. Then I helped him. Then after that I met him again in Morincourt. He thanked me for that and wanted to give me some food. It was not so good. I mean, he was a new player and I was a veteran, and I was like, no, okay, Keep that. Here you have much better food. And if you can bring me springbok carcass, the springboks you have seen earlier near the horse spawn, I can make you this awesome food. And you can sell it on the broker. I didn't have much time, but later he brought me springbok carcass. I butchered it, I cooked it, and I gave him all the cooked meat and the materials, because I personally I don't need stuff. I don't need pixels. I'm in this game for the experience. He was very thankful, and I'm like, no problem, no problem. And I haven't seen him for a long time then. And then a few months later, I saw him on the battlefield on the opposing side. At first I thought, oh, awesome, he found a guild. And second was, oh shit, maybe I need to run. And he also wrote me then in my Discord after the fight, was like, it was not personal, he's sorry, and I'm like, you don't have to be sorry, it's Mortal Online. Was a fun encounter, and nice that you have found a guild that suits you. And it's totally okay, and it's totally fine, and it makes fun. And we are also just riding around and searching for PvP, especially in dungeons, so we are just farming. A lot of times we are just farming, and then we are encountering other groups, and then we are engaging in PvP. And this makes a lot of fun. But Mortal has also a lot of room for just exploring, just going out there and just exploring the world. Or just going out there from a safe place, from your hometown, building your own hometown with your friends together is awesome. Building a house somewhere, placing furniture in there. Or you maybe go bounty hunting, it's also a good option. Or you just go bounty hunting and finding the bad guys. Or you engage in an outpost fight with your guild. There you can fight over resources, over territory, over taxes. So when someone places a house in the territory, then you're fighting over something. So this is a very meaningful PvP. And with the keeps here, you can see in the background footage, Starboard is also working on improving the gameplay with the keeps and stuff, that more and more sieges can happen, and more PvP and more engagement around the map is happening and stuff. And we had awesome siege fights, we had awesome outpost fights, a lot of them. But the population is dwindling. Why is that the case? I have some ideas, and I will work on that in an upcoming video. It really breaks my heart when people are saying it's negative, it's no, the game is not good and stuff, when people are leaving so bad reviews there just because it has a subscription system. I mean, of course the developers have to pay their home and their stuff, and I don't know, guys, I don't know. Yeah, they have to pay like 30 people and stuff, 35 people, I don't know how many currently, but they have to pay. And Henrik Starwood already confirmed that there will be some free-to-play option coming. So yeah, but it will be a very turned down version of Mortal Online 2, a really down version of Mortal Online 2 when it's free to play. And then that you really have to pay the subscription to be able to really participate in this game. And then negative comments about some exploits, some bugs, and some GMs. I can understand some frustration, but everything of that is solvable. When I see a lot of the reviews, are people that don't belong in this game. This game is great. This game is for people that are seeking out for a true PvP sandbox experience. This game is for people who are searching out for an adventure, who are searching out for meeting other people, who are searching out for meeting engagement, positive conflict, negative conflict, whatever comes your way. This is the way of Mortal Online 2. The history doesn't repeat itself. It's one server, it's one world. You and your reputation matters. The guild you are in matters. It's not like many other games where your guild doesn't matter. The choices matter. The starting town, the town you're playing in the most of your time matters a lot. Maybe you like the environment, maybe you like the people there. But from my perspective, it's a true open world sandbox PvP game, and I love it. I love it. It has room for casuals, it has room for hardcore sweaty. It also has room for mass fights. 200 versus 200 as we had in the past. A lot of corners in this game are packed full of content, full of materials, full of stuff you can explore, of animals, of whatever. A mastery system where you can progress your character with. Rings, trinkets to power you up, and many more stuff. So give it a chance if you can. I'm personally looking forward to the new content because it sounds awesome. I think I'm already hyped. I'm hyped about the whole game because Henrik, I'm here since 2009. And I've experienced so much stuff in Mortal Online development and in Mortal Online 2 development and stuff from a customer perspective. I mean, I was never involved into the development. I'm a web developer, but if they give me an API or something with some stuff, I can maybe make a broker app or something that we can all check our brokers while at work or stuff. But all I can say about the Mortal Online development is it was many ups and many downs over all these years and stuff like that. But Starboard is really keeping their vision. They are really keeping their their vision of making such a great game, because it's so unique. Look out at the market, look out to Ashes of Creation. I mean, this was a shit failure of a game. I'm very sorry to say it here, but in copying a model that was introduced 2004 and just copying it and making it in 2026 appear on Steam and like saying it's new, it's not creative, it's just fuck. And here you have Mortal Online 2, where true passion matters, because if they would hunt money, then they would do other projects. I shit you not. I mean, you can trust my words or you can just don't trust my words. It's completely okay. I'm standing by what I say. It's a small studio. They are often struggling. They're having a lot of problems, but they're trying their best to deliver us a good experience of a full loot PvP Sandbox MMORPG that just creates experiences in your head that you will never forget. And I have so many of them, like protecting a transport from the guild. And then we got ambushed, and then we got our allies to help us, and then they get their allies to help them, and then in the end it was a big mass fight. And sometimes you're just running around and you're fighting 2 versus 2 or 1 versus 1, or you're just having friendly encounters, you just have bad encounters. But this is the game, this is life, this is Mortal Online 2. And this is why I love the game, and everyone is asking me why you are here since 16 years. Why are you making over 1,000 videos just about Mortal Online 2 guides, videos, tutorials and stuff, just to explain more about the game and stuff like that. This is the thing. I love the game and I love the people, because it's kinda the picture of real life. There are friendly ones and there are bad ones. You could go out there and hunt your stuff, or you could just stay here in the city, but you won't get the good stuff. So you just have to go out there. It's just like real life, risk versus reward. And sometimes you worry too much or you worry too less. But you can also find that out. So play Mortal Online 2 and find out how hard you really are. Okay, this is a good point where we should stop. So yeah, if you're interested about any content that is regarding Mortal Online 2, then please consider subscribing and liking this video and share it with your friends, would be so nice. So special thanks to all of the supporters, of course. Carmel, Ronus, Ian, Skiba, Taurus, Diesel, Mr. Minerva, Mip, and you all, of course. And yeah, enjoy the game how it is. It has so much to offer. So yeah, I wish you a lot of fun. So never forget to make party hard in Mortal Online 2. Make party hard, and see you all next time. Goodbye.